All right, how's it going, everybody? My name is Jacob, and today we're going to be going over what are headings. And to watch more videos like this, basic stuff on HTML, check out my playlist called HTML Basics. And let's go ahead and get into it. So, what are headings? Headings are the bold titles to a page or a section of the page. What do? Headings allow for a much more organized and pleasant experience for the reader, because if you think about it, the readers, they skim through the web pages, and headings really help to grab their attention to any important points that you're trying to make. So let's go ahead and go over the heading code here. It's very simple. Just all heading elements are H1 through H6. So H1, H2, H3, H4, H5, H5, and H6. So just go ahead and fill these in. Heading 1, heading 2, heading 3, heading 4, heading 5, and heading 6. Alright, so that's really all a heading is, and this is how they look. So heading 1 being the largest is, obviously, it should indicate the most important part of your page, the title. Heading 2, a little less so, heading 3, a little less so, and so on. So now, aside from just looking different, headings actually have a real purpose. They're great for SEO and page ranking. Google and other search engines, they often look at headings for particular keywords or phrases. So keep in mind whenever you're making a web page, whatever that particular page is about, be sure to add those keywords, add anything important into a heading, as I'm sure you obviously would naturally, but just know that can really help you with how you rank on Google. And when people look up something certain, whatever your page is about, you can really help the ranking in that. So also another good thing to note is headings, they have their own margin and padding, mainly margin. So to see that, I'm just going to go into inspect element. So inspect element is Command Option I, at least on Mac. I can't quite speak for PC and Windows. I don't quite know how their inspect element is. It's got to be something similar. But on Mac, it's Command Option I. Pops up this little window here. It's very useful. It's good to know how to use this. If you're using JavaScript, you can use console here, but we're not going to be using that. So there's elements, and here we can just see basically our entire element list here, our entire page. So we're going to click on H1, and I'm actually going to go over here, click this little selector tool, and our heading 1. So under this, we can actually see all the stats about it. This margin on the heading 1 is 21.44. Margin on the H2 is 19.92, and margin on the H3 is 18.72. So obviously, this is just as it is regularly. And also worth noting is that you can, of course, give these an ID of any sort and change the attributes on them. So they don't have to stay this big. They can get bigger, and they can get smaller, whatever. But headings are really just for the SEO aspect is by far the most important part of them, and really just as a skeleton to the page, a guide, as you will. But yeah, that's pretty much it for headings. They're not too complicated. Hope this helped you guys. Just remember H1 through H6, H1 being the biggest, H6 being the smallest. So yeah, hope this helped you guys. Have a good day.